So welcome to your Lofty to Accelerator lead flow via Zapier. A lot of words, very simple. This will make your life so much easier. What the idea is here is to make sure that whenever a lead enters through, say, one of your landing pages, one of your IDX websites, it's going to go into Lofty. But again, Lofty, we want the lead to go from there directly into your Accelerator CRM to where all of your very advanced follow-up systems and workflows and automations live. So let's jump in. So let's take a look at these key concepts. First is going to be the automation. So again, we're going to use Zapier to connect Lofty and our Accelerator CRM so the new leads are automatically pushed into your CRM. So you're not manually doing data entry. Lead capture. Ensure no lead falls through the cracks by syncing Lofty's lead source with your Accelerator workflows. We could also do Zapier's between other say lead programs that you may end up having, say through Realtor.com, Zillow, some of the other portal sites. You can actually have them come directly into your Accelerator CRM as well via Zapier. And then of course, efficiency. We're going to want to save time and it's going to eliminate manual errors with this really set it and forget it integration. So here's our action items. Basically, we're going to prepare accounts. So you're going to need three things, which by the time you're watching this video, I'm sure you already have all three, but you're going to need your Lofty account, your Accelerator CRM, and your Zapier account. So the one you may not have yet is Zapier. So go ahead and go to zapier.com, Zapier.com, and just go ahead and sign up for the free version. More than likely, you will have to upgrade to do the full sync between the two, but you'll probably get a free trial. As is right now, they are running free trials. Even if you do have to upgrade, it's usually a fairly minimal cost and well worth the time when you don't have to manually input all your ads. Because again, if you're using some of our other lead programs, you know you're going to be generating a fairly high number of organic leads, and especially when you start doing paid ads, of course. And then, of course, make sure your corresponding fields exist in your Accelerator CRM or custom fields as needed. Basically, what that means is that if you want to bring over custom information, that you need to make sure that that CRM or that field exists in Lofty. And then we're also going to make sure that it also exists in your Accelerator CRM. So now that's a more of a high level kind of down the road process. So today I'm going to go over just the things you need to know to get up and going very, very quickly. And number three, create your Zap in Zapier. So now this is actually pretty straightforward and it's in three simple steps. Step one is we're going to set up a trigger, what's going to start everything. Step two, we're going to set up a filter, making sure that not every single lead gets into your Accelerator CRM. So if you are an Epic agent, you know you get a lot of free leads through the company pool. If you don't set up this filter, you are going to get every single one of those leads fed into your system. And that could cause a problem, right? Because of course, a lot of those may be assigned to other agents. And then step three is set up your action. Simply all that means is that we are going to have Zapier take the information from Lofty and place it inside of your Accelerator CRM, and you're done. Okay, so first, let me go ahead and show you what the finished Zap is going to look like. So what you're looking at here is the actual finished version of the Zap inside of a Zapier account. So again, you have your Lofty trigger, you've got your filter, and then you have the action. So Lead Connector 2.03 or Lead Connector is the underlying technology that we use to get the information inside of your Accelerator CRM. So you're not going to put in Accelerator CRM, you're going to put in Lead Connector 2.03 or whatever the newest version is by the time you watch this video. Then we just go ahead and simply, we set these up with your information, we hit save, and you're up and running. So let's go ahead and see exactly what that looks like. So once you log into Zapier, there's a lot of different ways you can be in the Zaps. You can click plus create or always hit this button right here, just the plus button, and we want a Zap. Now you can try to use AI to help you with it, but honestly, usually it's a little more frustrating than it's worth. So go ahead, we're just going to do this one manually. So set up the trigger. I'm just going to click trigger. We're going to type in Lofty, right? I use Lofty all the time, so it's here. So if you don't see it, simply type in Lofty, Lofty. Lofty. Okay, so here's the app. So we know Lofty is going to trigger this. Now we're going to choose an event. And this is going to be a new lead. So select new lead. So when a new lead is entered into Lofty, it's going to trigger. And now the account, the first time you're going to do it, you're going to need to probably select the connect button. You select connect right here. put in your username and password, and then you will get the congratulations, you have been connected, and it'll look like this. It'll have your Lofty and your username right here, so you know you are in the right spot. And then simply hit continue. And then go and test the trigger. Basically, what this is going to do, it's going to go out to your Lofty account, it's going to log in, and it's going to retrieve information. And here we go. So it says, hey, I found some records. So here's lead A. So I'm just going to go and click on that. This is all the information that it's pulling in. Now, again, if you do hit edit here, you can actually pull in even more information. But for our intents and purposes today, this is actually more than enough information that we need. So I'm going to go and click on continue with selected record. And now it's actually trying to put in the next action, but we don't want the action yet. We want a filter. So go ahead and select filter right here. Okay, so now in the filter, we're going to tell it to only continue if the actual agent name matches the name that we want. So obviously under the owner field inside of Lofty, it's going to have your name. So we're going to say we want to find the agent name field, and only if it says your name is it going to pass to the next action step. So that's the filter. So choose field. There it is, agent name. And again, this is going to be your name. So choose conditions. So text contains, then enter your name exactly how it is spelled inside of Lofty. So if you have a question, always you can simply go into your Lofty account and then click on people again, look at your leads right here. It says owner and it has my name, KyleKrch, capital K, YLE, space, capital K, RCH. So just make sure that matches. All right, we're going to go ahead and click on continue. And then finally, we're going to add in our lead connector action right here. So again, if you don't have it, you don't see it there, you probably won't if it's the first time you're doing it. Type in lead connector. And again, no space, lead connector. This is the one that you want. Go click on it. Now action events. You're going to add and update a contact. Then account. So this is where you would connect it for the first time. I've obviously already been connected. So I'm just going to go click on lead connector. It's going to log in and I'm set. So now I'm going to hit continue. And now it's going to want us to configure. So this is all of the information. This is basically how we map the fields, how we map the field from Lofty all the way into our Accelerator CRM. Basically saying when it says first name in Lofty, I want it sent to this field called first name in the Accelerator CRM. So first name, I'm just going to come in here and type actually this whack right here. So if you start with this slash, and then you can type. So I'm going to put in first. There we go. First name. Perfect. So now they're mapped. Now last name slash last name. Here we go. Phone number. So I'm going to put slash phone. There it is. And then email. So slash email. Now address, city, state, we're really not getting this information into our Lofty account anyway. So I'm going to go and skip all this. But what you do want are tags. So slash tag. Tags are very important. This is a way down the road to where you can actually automatically have it go into your Accelerator CRM under your buyer workflows or your seller workflows. Now let's go ahead and add source. So slash source. And go ahead and mark as lead equals true. So it comes in as a lead. Then finally notes slash notes or note. And there you go. So once those are all mapped, we're simply going to hit continue. Test setup. Now it's going to go out to Lofty, pull the information from Lofty and put it into our Accelerator CRM. It's going to come back and it's going to say success. And congratulations, you've completed your first Zapier. So now the next steps is you're going to want to turn on your Zapier and then test. And of course, to do that, you just, of course, hit publish, and then it's going to automatically turn it on. Then what you're going to want to do is go back to your Lofty account and add a lead. Once you add the lead, you should see it show up automatically inside of your Accelerator CRM. Anytime you put in a new Zapier, I would always highly recommend just checking up on it, logging into Zapier, making sure there's no errors, making sure that the live leads are also getting to where they need to go, because there's going to be small details here and there that you may miss. Not a big deal. We'll tweak it. We'll get it fixed and it would be working properly. So again, next steps, make sure you complete all of the action items above. Test your integration by creating your test lead in Lofty and confirming it appears in your Accelerator CRM. And then, of course, as always, share your progress and wins in the community, that no longer are you a slave to having to move your leads from the Lofty CRM manually every day into your Accelerator CRM. Now that is starting to use leverage. That is starting to really use the 80-20 rule or the Pareto principles. So again, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks for hanging out and having a great day. Talk to you later.